I love the UT spirit that we're consistently seeing. I mean, if we look around this set and just where everybody is, this parade route is packed. It's been packed. There's so many people here that came home to Rocky Top, really embracing that homecoming weekend and getting to see everything. I mean, you can still hear them chant behind us. They're going to keep on going through these floats. It is just so fun to hear and see from all of them. Now, the Strip is one of the busiest places, not just on campus, but in Knoxville as a whole. One of the ways they help keep it safe and keep you safe, right here above me, they're called flock cameras. Now this fall, UT welcomes more than 1,750 student veterans and military-connected students right here at the university, but it doesn't stop there. There are more than 230 faculty and staff members that are military veterans as well. Now that's a total of almost 2,000 veterans on campus every single week. That new student wellness tool is right in the top left corner of your Canvas page when you log in. It has all the resources for both mental health but also physical health. I was able to speak with the people who put it in place. Now, another food resource that you can find around campus are these Food for Vols fridges. You can grab it right out of the fridge and pop it in the microwave. Now, traffic might be a concern if you are one of those students leaving campus. Today we're getting a look at the road. We're going to go ahead and take a live look right here at Alcoa Highway and Cumberland Avenue. It's looking pretty smooth right now. Earlier we were seeing some roadblocks go through there, but moving smooth, moving quickly. Doesn't seem like there's any bumps going on right now, which is pretty exciting. Now, for those of you who are staying on campus, you can expect some traffic around that Food City Center area throughout the day as they prepare for the circus that's coming to town. So we got Neyland Stadium behind us. It's a gorgeous day. It's going to be a gorgeous day again tomorrow. We're really excited for that big SEC game coming up. And of course, the theme this year is Torchbearers and Trailblazers. And what a better way to start it off than with Chancellor Dondi Plowman herself. TVC sat down with her to really learn what the university means and what it means to be a trailblazer. About 2 weeks ago, KPD announced that a man was following young women home to their residences in the Fort Sanders area. Since then, they still have not been able to find him and are still actively looking. We spoke to one of these young women as well as KPD, who has been consistently following up with these young women since the incident occurred. Chancellor Plowman gave her 7th annual flagship address this week, where she talked about the growth that the university has had, that 92% retention rate of students, but also what's coming next from building to increased faculty. First, plan out your night. If you're going out with friends, make sure you have a way to get home safely. Your TVC is following the KPD investigation of the man reported to be following women to their homes in the Fort Sanders area. Now, this is exclusive footage of the suspect approaching a home that's privately owned in the Fort Sanders area about a few weeks ago. If you have any information related to this investigation, please contact East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers. You can do so anonymously at 865-215-7165. Now, once you log onto Canvas, it's as easy as a click of a button. And the list of wellness resources is right there.
It was very scary. And something that did not help is the fact that we didn't have a lot of information.
At about 1 p.m. on Monday, the University of Tennessee Police Department received a phone call that an individual with a weapon was at Hodges Library.
Seeing that was very nerve-wracking. Afterwards, I couldn't concentrate. I had to go back home.
Phone calls like this are happening at universities across the country, over a dozen in just over a week. Homeland Security calls it swatting, a malicious act that can involve placing false emergency phone calls to emergency responders. The goal? To provoke a significant law enforcement response and cause chaos. When the call came to UTPD on Monday, safety was a priority.
We want to make sure that you feel safe too. We don't want students having questions about their safety. If there's something that we can answer, we want to give you that information.
After responding to the call, reviewing camera footage in and around the library, and searching the building as a precaution, UT Police posted on Instagram and Facebook sharing what happened.
If something is happening, the first thing I'm going to do is check my phone to see if there's a UT alert, and I didn't see one. And I don't want to have to go on social media, whether that be Facebook or Instagram, to see what they have to say about something that's happening right now.
The UT Alert emergency messaging service was not used to alert students, staff, or faculty of the phone call and response.
I don't want to say it's practice, but this is practice for, like, God forbid, the real thing, if it does come to that. is this how that's going to be?
It's one of the fastest ways to get around campus.
I'm on my bike practically all day.
But does the speed compensate for the safety risk?
Now, I spoke with UT student Ember Walker. He recently had an accident in this intersection right here. He walked away with a chipped tooth, black eye, and broken nose, had to go to the ER to get all of that taken care of. He walked me through exactly what happened.
I slammed on my brakes kind of like this, and I went over my handlebars like that. My face slammed into the concrete somewhere, and I somehow ended up on my back like this.
According to the UT Sustainability Office, nearly 1,000 people on bikes are killed each year in crashes involving vehicles.
So I know I was pretty close to him when I crashed.
Tennessee law states that a driver must maintain at least 3 feet between your vehicle and cyclists.
It was pretty terrifying at first. I was definitely in shock. I was panicking a little bit.
The University of Tennessee Police Department responded to the scene, and they shared in a statement that it is their top priority to maintain the safety and well-being of everyone on campus, and they encourage all riders and drivers to share the road respectfully and look out for one another. Since then, Walker started a petition to put additional safety measures in at this intersection.
UTK it's definitely a busy campus. In general, I'd say it's pretty bikeable.
We reached out to the University of Tennessee to see what it would take to make a change, but they didn't get back to us.
It's just certain little problem areas, like this one right here, that just kind of bring it down a little bit, in my opinion.
At the University of Tennessee, Gracyn Thatcher, Vol News. Climbing the steps of Neyland Stadium.
It was a very surreal moment. You're in Neyland, which is a very important place for us Vols, but also you're around other fellow volunteers that are out early in the morning to memorialize people that lost their lives, both civilians, first responders.
Sarah Fulkerson is a senior at UT and will be deployed in less than a year to serve her country. But on this day, she climbs to honor those who served 24 years ago.
It's a big deal for us, and I'm proud of not only my own detachment, but also Army and everything that we stand for here at the university. And it's just so amazing that we get to do this today as Vols.
And she's not the only one. Quinn Sabo is also a member of the Air Force ROTC.
I think it's really easy for us to forget, especially when we're in such like a cool venue like Neyland. But a lot of people put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and there was a lot of lives lost.
Now, not only were members of the UTK ROTC, Air Force, and Army participating in this event, but also members of UT Athletics and the University of Tennessee Police Department.
Even though this generation did not experience this attack firsthand, it's important to them to honor this memory.
I think it's kind of my responsibility to do my part to give back to like the freedom that I've taken advantage of, my whole life.
In Knoxville, Gracyn Thatcher, Vol News.